Hey guys, I'm Adkisson with Gro-Kashi International. We're back out at my farm. The last time I was here with you, we were talking about the importance of beneficial runoff, how the runoff from your farm should in no way toxify our local creeks or watershed. This time I want to talk about the different components, the products that come with the Probiotic Wellness Garden. And I thought, let me invite one of my friends, Patrick King, out. Patrick King is going to know instinctively the questions that you guys want answered. So let's talk with Pat.
Absolutely. We'll give it our best shot. Family, you know who I am. Thank you for the invitation of coming up here, and your brotherhood and everything else that you have to offer. And, you're a good friend, and I hold a lot of respect for you and what you do.
I'm honored.
So let's dig right into here. Let's check it out. First kind of thing I would say, let's talk about the bucket. Let's talk about the box, the EarthBox here.
The EarthBox really intrigued me when I first learned about it. They were working with the United Nations, and they were working on the island nation of Tobago, trying to prove sustainability with this box. With the cover on the box and the sub-irrigation, the box is capable of, it uses 1/3 of the water that a traditional garden uses. On top of that, we see around a 30% yield increase when using this box. It's also food grade. And I want to tell you something, I have been using these boxes, I bought 50 of them 10 years ago. And even the UV rays here in California at my farm have not destroyed these boxes in 10 years. So that says to me they are using some quality plastics and UV inhibitors in this box.
And which is very important because a lot of times you'll see plastic boxes and stuff. After 2 years, you pick it up, they all break out. So you're
how many times have you been cut?
Yeah, exactly. Or you wonder what is leaching out inside your product, right? This is being food grade, and Alan having it for 10 years, and the quality that's actually been put into the plastic and designing this keeps it nice and clean. Let's talk about the EM1.
Okay. EM1 is the Microbial inoculant. It is the probiotics in the Probiotic Wellness Garden. It's a well-known product used worldwide. $300 million in scientific testing from this company right here on how this lactic acid bacteria and the other bacteria in it are capable of remediation and bioremediation of a lot of the toxicities that we deal with today.
One of the key successes to the EarthBox, right? Let's go right into one of my favorite composts on the planet right here, and that would be the Malibu Compost right here.
You gotta love Malibu Compost.
Gotta love Malibu.
Not only do they have great quality control, but this company is involved in helping the dairy industry clean up their act too. Right. By taking more dairies in the biodynamic direction, in a regenerative direction. We use this as the food. I mean, this is cow poop. In nature, the cows or the buffalo come along and they drop this on the surface. It's broken down by the mycelium and delivered in the correct proportions to the plant so that we can have a truly nutrient-dense plant grown from it. Well, what we got here is kind of our accepted soilless medium in the industry. 2/3 peat moss, 1/3 vermiculite perlite. 50-50. And why this was important is at a certain point, I was working on a patent in the name of humanity for these boxes because we could use these for teaching kids, school children, how to farm in this manner. But so there's not a lot of nutrient in this soilless medium. What we did is we used to take, here's a funny story. You remember the grease trap thing from the old Foreman grills?
Totally.
I put the Malibu up on top of it, and then I trained the mycelium to grow up there, fetch the food, and then deliver it. So
you actually seen the mycelium
absolutely,
growing up on it.
Right? It grows up on there, it grabs everything, takes it back down through the web, and delivers it to the plant.
That's amazing.
Because we had to prove that the roots were not in contact with the nutrient source.
That's so cool.
Using that.
Yeah, you guys hopefully all understand that out there, but that's exciting to me. I'm goosebumps, smiling, can't hold back the blushing going on. I mean, this is good stuff right here.
So it's really biomimicry. It's a farm in a box.
I mean, that's great. Since we talked about that, let's go to the white bag that comes in it, which a lot of us know a lot of it about, but we're going to show you a whole different realm of this right now. Different uses. There's 3 uses for this right here.
Most of us are familiar with dolomite. It's a really easy way to adjust our pH and keep it in a safe range. it helps with methane buildup under the cover.
Important.
And it also provides trace minerals. Everything we need to create nice, dense buds.
All right, let's move on. We're going to move on to the Grokashi.
Turned around.
We're going to move on to the Grokashi. All right. This is Alan's baby right here. Why don't you tell us?
Okay, this is where my heart lays,
Yeah.
okay, with this product. Because the different microbes in here are traditionally used and medicinally used to treat veterans for PTSD. The lactobacillus is calming. And so not only do we treat our fermentations nutritionally with what we would like give our wives to, or another human being to promote fertility, but working ankle deep and wrist deep in this material is just straight up good for our bros.
Yeah.
Grokashi is what forms our mycelium.
Okay.
So that big bloom of mycelium we're going to show them in a little
Yeah.
while,
Yep.
that comes from the Grokashi. It's a very quick way to make a nice fat mycelial mat.
But I think it's time we show the people how to put it to it.
Cool, let's throw one together real quick.
Let's do it.
First things first, we're going to pop our tube out. The tube is going to go in this hole right here. These are wicking areas. We're going to pack soil in those areas right there. Right now, we just want to use one bag of this dolomite. So we're just going to scrape this in. I'm going to go grab a plant. We'll transplant this very quick.
So what kind of plant do we have right here?
This came out of Oregon. They've got some really nice strains in Oregon right now. We're going to break up the root mass as normal.
Yep.
Go ahead and give ourselves a little area. Can set this plant in, get her at home. Open up our Grokashi at this point. So we're going to use 1/3 of a cup per square foot. So total here, about a cup. So that's roughly a cup. So we're going to go about 1 ounce a gallon right now.
Okay.
So we'll hit our 1 ounce here. If we spill a little, you know, I like to go ahead and mix it with the water ahead of time. So we'll just pour it in here. So I'm going to take about this 1 gallon. And all around the root ball where I'm planting, I'm going to put this here. One kind of cool thing is that we can literally just drop our 1 gallon on and let it gravity in. It's going to take about 3 of these
And
to
that's
fill
why
the
you
box
pushed it down on the
completely.
corners. And you notice at the very beginning when we showed you the tray across the bottom, you had the 2 cutouts in the corner where Alan went ahead and he pushed it down. So now the wicking effect's going to come up from those corners and gradually pull it all the way across. So there's a nice moisture all the way through it.
So we'll put the cover on here, and then we'll have a look at an identical plant, a sister to this, that was done 7 days ago.
Got it.
We're gonna pull it about halfway across, figure out where our center point is. Take anything sharp you got, go ahead and make a slit in it.
Great. So now it's got a shower cap.
So this is the end of the first stage of planting here. So through the magic of TV, we're gonna look now at the mycelium that formed in 7 days from exactly what we did here.
Wow. Let's take a look.
Okay. Okay, this box was completed just a few days ago, and we're gonna go ahead and show you the mycelium that has formed in those amount of days.
Yeah, let's take
And
a
then
look.
we'll go ahead and get the manure placed on top of the mycelium like would happen in nature.
Man, look at that. Whole mycelium mat in there. Something else.
Mm-hmm. So in this case, we're going to promote a very healthy amount of mycelium through the entire growth of the plant. If we see this very happy and flowering, that's a good indicator that it's really, really boosting the plant's immune system, and hopefully, you know, and it should be helping us maintain or have photosynthesis at a higher rate than usual.
Beautiful.
So we're just going to take our Malibu now, and there's some really good instructions on the back called laying it down that tells us how much to put down.
Let's apply it.
Here we go. So I'm just gonna fill this thing about half of the way. We'll go ahead and reapply some Kashi to it, just to get it all activated again. So we're just gonna recover it, just like we did before. I highly recommend putting your hand through and then put the cover back on. Patrick, I couldn't be prouder of you coming out. I'm honestly humbled to be working with you guys and with SKUNK Magazine at this level. And I can see regionally our endeavors making a difference already. So man,
Totally.
I thank you, my friend.
You got it, man. Give me a hug. You know me, I'm all about the love.